Good evening, YouTube. It's your man George Page. Comes to you live on YouTube. Well, this lady for you is one Miss Tessa Blanchard, and Tessa has a very interesting pedigree. She is a third generation professional wrestler, and many of you might know her father is the great Tully Blanchard, one of the dirtiest players in the game. As you know, Tully, along with Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Ole Anderson, started the original Four Horsemen back in the day. And Tessa, his daughter, follows in the footprints of her and of her father and her grandfather as being a professional wrestler. For a good some time, Tessa was mostly wrestling in a lot of independent organizations, but now she's contracted to Impact Wrestling, formerly TNA, and also she wrestles on Women of Wrestling. And sometimes every now and then she wrestles still some other independents, but she has become a very major star in Impact. Quite some time. One of her biggest feuds was former Impact Knockouts legend Gail Kim. As you know, she beat Kim a while back in a match, and also she has a rivalry with the current Impact Heavyweight World Champion Sammy Cahill and his group OVA. Now, Tessa's been around for some time, and she's wrestled, like I said before, she wrestled in a lot of independents. And also independents, she wrestled in gender matches. Just this a few days ago, she wrestled against the former champion, um, Brian the Machine Cage, who she wrestled in the past in Circus Wrestling Federation. And they were fighting for an elimination title shot for the Impact Championship. And she defeated Cage, and now she's heading into Hard to Kill, the next big pay-per-view for Impact against Sammy Cahill. And will be the second time she faces Cahill. She fought him a few months back in a fight where, it ended with Cahill winning. Now, there's some people who don't like the idea of these intergender matches. I'm not too big on it because sometimes it actually, nowhere in the real world can a woman, even, her size, can beat somebody like a guy like Brian Cage, or even just the average size man. It's just, if you all know, wrestling is 60% acting and 40% stunt work. You have to sell, the premise of the matches and the skill. It's just basically that's what it is. It's a show. But then, like I said, but other federations such as AEW, WWE, and also I believe Ring of Honor don't do intergender matches. But back in the day, if you remember, WCW, before it went out of business, there was a female wrestler by the name of Midnight. Her real name is Maria Anne Marie Crooks. She used to be a professional bodybuilder, and Midnight was the bodyguard slash valet for Harlem Heat, and she wrestles guys. And don't forget, one of the most popular female wrestlers of all time, China, better known, the late Joni Lauren. She wrestles guys, and what thing was with China was that she had be one of the few women to hold 3 titles. She was the WA Women's Champion, she was the Intercontinental Champion, and also she was a Hardcore Champion. And that put her in the book as a legend. But many fanboys don't, and really hardcore wrestlers don't like the idea of men wrestling with women. But it's done a lot. It's done a lot in the independents, because I watch a lot on YouTube, and sometimes I feel it's, in some cases it's more of a feminist agenda, or sometimes it's more of a fetish for some guys to see the idea of women wrestling with men. But there's always been that thing that happened many years ago where in high school where you see girls wrestling with boys now, but now they have created where some high schools have created where girls wrestle girls. But there's still some places where they're men and women will interact and fight in some cases, but that's there every now and then. In certain tournaments, like especially BJJ or but that's a different situation compared to professional wrestling. But this is more. Some people feel like it's more of a gimmick for Impact, and Impact had history before it was Impact. It was TNA, as I said before, and TNA was one of those smaller organizations that was surviving off the outside when WCW and WE would fight each other for dominance, and it did pretty good. Originally, it was ran by Jeff Jarrett, and then after that, Hulk Hogan took over, and then the person after Hulk Hogan was Dixie Carter. Those last few years, the Impact was kind of really draining down. Even when you had guys like, say Jeff Jarrett, Hulk Hogan, you had Sting, you had Samoa Joe, you had, you know, there's a long list of some good wrestlers. Many of them were either from a WCW or some were from the WWE. But the thing is with this Tessa Blanchard title shot thing, this is really a big push because she is a very popular star. Now, some say she might win the title, some say she might not. But here comes possible outcome. She wins the title, then, people say, well, it's a fluke, and, yada, 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 and, say like this. If she don't win the title, say, well, that's a good thing, she went out, took a chance. But if she do win the challenge, this was what I could probably see is, another female wrestler at Impact, that's Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace is chasing after Talia Valkyrie for the women's knockout title. I feel like they might do this. If Jordan beats Talia, and Tessa wins her title, they might put them against champ versus champ kind of thing, and the winner gets to have either title. As you know, Jordan and Tessa both have wrestled each other in the past, and especially back in the independence. And Jordynne Grace is a very popular female wrestler. She's wrestled guys also. They both have something in common. Both have wrestled the former champion Brian Cage. But the thing is, this is like I said, this is a big thing for Tessa. I think it's a better place for her impact than it was if she went to like maybe WWE, because some feel like she might be, put aside, especially Charlotte Flair being there. Some might want to see like a real true four horsemen, kind of a group with her. You have the daughter of Ric Flair and the daughter of Tessa Blanchard. But I don't think the thing was, some people feel that she'll be overshadowed by, Charlotte being who she is. But this is a good opportunity for Tessa, being that she's only 24 years old. She's still a young woman, and she's got a good future ahead of herself. Well, but like I said, this is for my man's, I really dedicate this to my man's Exe Gucci. He always, calls out, he always shouts me out when he does his wrestling videos, and also to Rita Rocher. I mean, I don't watch wrestling much like I used to, but most of the time I watch more stuff on the YouTube than anything. It's your man, George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.